What's up, you guys? Happy Wellness Nerd Out time! Bang, bang, baby. Let's go. Happy 9:28 p.m. I hope you had a great day. What I want to talk about is a study I was reading this morning regarding cannabis usage, long-term cannabis usage, and its effects on cognition and even hippocampal volume. So pretty interesting stuff. Margie, what's up, gorgeous? How you doing? Good to see you on here. Good to see you in general. So interesting. So what they did here was a cohort study. It was 1,037 people born in New Zealand from 1972 to 1973. And they followed them from a very young age. They did IQ tests starting at 7 years old up until 45. They measured their substance usage and dependency at regular intervals. They started at 18. They measured them again at 21, at 26, at 32, and 38 and 45, I believe they were. You could look at the study. I put the link up. And they measured their IQs at ages 7, 9, 11, and 45. Okay? And what they found, well, first I'll say they put them into different groups, right? So out of this around 7,000 people, they put them into either long-term cannabis users as a group, long-term cannabis non-users, midlife recreational cannabis users, I guess people who picked it up in midlife, and cannabis quitters, not to mention long-term tobacco users and long-term alcohol users. And what they found was an average of 5.5 decrease in IQ with long-term cannabis users relative to long-term alcohol users and long-term tobacco users. Interestingly, there was no difference with the IQ in midlife recreational cannabis users and cannabis quitters, right? So maybe some remnant effects there, okay? And I mean, who knows with the IQ? You could just take online tests and all this crap. So really, who knows? But they were average as children, and when regularly tested, again, 7, 9, and 11, they were scoring average, and they scored below average on an average of 5.5 points, around in midlife, 45. So interesting. Also, long-term cannabis users scored worse in learning, memory, and processing speed tests. Maybe not shocking there. And they, relative to non-cannabis users, that's right, it was non-cannabis users relative to, they had smaller hippocampi. So they had literally smaller brains than people that weren't using cannabis. So maybe think about it the next time before you go to smoke some pot, Maybe not the best thing. There could have been studies in the flaws in this study, I mean, there's also research showing, pot's not bad for you, you look at the usage of CBD, it can be great compounds extracted from marijuana, for, relieving pain and soothing and relaxation purposes and reducing stress and things like that. But it definitely has its place somewhere, right? But I guess if you abuse anything, this is long-term cannabis users, right? It's not going to be good. Could shrink your brain size, decrease your processing speed, learning and memory, and lower your IQ. So that's even relative, again, to long-term tobacco users and alcohol users. So I personally think those are probably worse for you in general with the systemic effects that they'll have on your body. But maybe we could skip all of them. What do you guys say? So hope you got something out of that. Danny boy, what's up, brother? Yeah, love you, man. Happy today. You guys have a fantastic rest of your night. Thank you very much. And happy Wellness. We'll see you soon. Good night. Sonia, what up? Goodbye.